Yo, what's up, guys? The Insane Game Freak here to bring you Pokemon Best Wishes episode 83 review. I actually did this before. I try to review these episodes before I watch the second one, unless it's like a two-parter. And this is the episode that has Langley in it. Yay, Langley! The only pro versus this to the episode. Well, let me rephrase that. At least Langley was more fucking significant this episode than fucking Carbonette was to hers, because she wasn't shit in hers. At least Langley is like relevant to the plot and is actually the cause of the situation in episode 83. The whole premise with this is essentially you have Langley wants to power up this new Vanilla Light, I believe is what it's called in English. That apparently it's an ice type that has crushes on dragon types. It's a female ice type in love with dragon type boys. So when they run into Iris and them, it crushes on Iris. He's actually more crushing on Kibago than Iris. And the whole reason why she's doing there in that same city as them, because they're already in the city that he needs to be at to fight the gym. I think they're either at the city or they're at the port. I forget which. Because I watched the beginning of the next episode and it kind of blended together. She wants to power it up and wants to get rid of that personality trait, which obviously Dent's like, I don't think you can get rid of personality traits with this. Apparently, there's this research center that research Pharisee. I haven't reviewed a Pokemon episode in so long, I'm kind of out of it. That like their research Pharisee by having researching the moss that Pharisee grows when it absorbs energies from different types of stones, and apparently they have some of the moss can actually power up certain Pokemon types. So that's what Langley is there for. Ash, out of his curiosity, goes with them, and Den and Iris follow. They head to the research facility where everything is explained, pretty much what I just explained to you. Pharisee absorb the stone's energy and create different types of moss with it. Some of it is like incredibly strong. It can break walls and shit. Some of it's very resistant. It has each different types of moss has different properties depending on which stone it sucks up. And Langley's like, well, do you have some that can power up ice type moves? It's like, or ice type Pokemon. It's like, no, we don't. I think the ones they mentioned was like, what was it? It was like grass, steel, and psychic, which makes sense considering the fact that Pharisee is a grass and steel type anyway. So what actually happens, what causes the whole situation, isn't even something anyone else did. They actually have the Pharisee absorbing electrical stones, and the moss that they produce with those are the ones that is electric based moss. I don't really know how to explain it any better than that. And this moss disrupt the little energy field that we're in, containment field, and it causes the containment field to bust open, and the moss is spreading all over the research facility, and then it spreads all over the town. And they're like, fuck, what do we do? And it's also the mist, or I guess pollen from the fucking moss fucks with electric types and ground types. So Pikachu kind of got screwed over there. So Ash wasn't really doing much for that first half of the fucking episode. But Iris gets separated from Ash and them because I know it's Iris, Vanillite, and Oshawott. Because Oshawott apparently is crushing on the ice type. But I love Oshawott because Oshawott has like, and I like how they brought back Oshawott's running joke of when that nigga gets attacked because Vanillite like freezes it with Ice Beam. He gets frozen and he breaks out of it and he gets mad and he throws his shell on the ground. And then like 5 seconds later, he walks over to the shell, picks it back up, flips it over, and puts it back on the chest. Like, Oshawott. It's like, that's just funny to me. That's just fucking funny to me. But they get separated as the moss starts spreading all over. So Iris is like on the roof with fucking Vanillite and Oshawott. Because Vanillite is still like crushing on Kibago, and Iris has her whole thing with ice types. And the whole thing is that now they're contacting Joy-san and doing all this, normal shit you should be doing in these type of situations. And they don't know how to stop the moss. Through accident, Iris finds out that ice type moves actually have effect on it after, but that's not before she's stupid and releases her Emolga and Excadrill, which are electric and ground types, that meaning that essentially they get fucked over. And I apologize, my sister's yelling in the background like a fucking asshole. So that just fucked my train of thought up. So she pretty much has her fucking Dorizu and fucking Emolga out of commission. This is such a bad review. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is Jesus Christ. It's a mixture of fucking noise and just me being out of it. Just to kind of make it long story short, we find out ice type moves can work. So Langley's using Beartic while Iris is using Vanillite to get back to the rest of the group. They have to get these Ferrothorn who are tripping on their electrical energy from the rocks, but they don't. But they have too much electrical energy stored up into them to actually just calm the fuck down. So Pikachu, when Pikachu is recovering through a remedy they have, they use Pikachu and Stunkfisk, which we haven't seen in so fucking long, discharge all their extra electrical energy. And it's like, well, release it all outside. And this was another funny comedy moment. They release it outside, and through accident, what was it? I think what it was is that, like, some of the electrical discharge almost hit Oshawott. So Oshawott blocked with its shell, which made it hit the ceiling, which conducted electricity from the lights and shocked everybody else. So, like, Iris, Dent, Ash, and Langley all got shocked due to that, which was actually a pretty funny thing. And then what happened is, like, Oshawott stopped paying attention when he noticed that, and he was like, what happened? And the electricity shocks him, too, and he's like, fuck me. But that's really kind of how the episode ends. Like, Iris has a better appreciation of ice types. It's kind of like, it's almost like exactly like a Misty episode. It's just not as forceful on the character development. Like, Iris' whole Fred of Ice type thing was obviously like a relatable Misty gimmick because it's essentially Misty's fear of bugs just as a different type Pokemon. Even though I think Iris's makes more sense considering dragon types are weak against ice types, whereas it, like, fucking water types aren't weak against bugs. So it was like, what the fuck was the point? I mean, you could make the argument that have bug Pokemon have grass techniques, but still, it still seems a little exaggerated. I think when Misty has these type of episodes, it was more character development. With Iris, it's kind of like meh, because I wouldn't like, oh my god kind of moment. It was kind of just like whatever. Langley was fine. It was just a fine episode. I wasn't really feeling amazed or ecstatic the entirety of the episode. It was just fine. I apologize for the first half of this episode being shitty. I gotta get back into the groove of this because I randomly take gaps in between reviewing episodes because of how random the sub schedule is for this show. Best Wishes actually starts, I think, this tomorrow, actually. So, yeah. Even though I still have, like, to review, like, 3 more episodes. It'll be 2 by the end of the night. Because I still gotta review the Homika fight, which is, like, 2 episodes. And I'm thinking Homika is gonna be, like, the first competent Poison Gym Leader, which you gotta give props to that if nothing else. But in terms of this episode, it was fine. It's really how I felt. It was just fine. I thought there were parts of it that was funny. I didn't mind Langley. It was fine. So, yeah. So I'm about to go watch the next episode, and I'll review both of these, and I'll probably review that and upload that on the same day. I'll upload that today too. So, yeah. I'm thinking there's more to say and there's not. So, thank you guys for supporting these videos. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for just supporting me and being fans and active as hell in the comments. I like reading the comments. My brain is so out of it right now. Yeah. Just leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below, or video response is always welcome. Wow, I feel so out of it. I apologize. I'm assuming by the time since I got this one, that means next episode review should be better. It better be fucking better. Better. Yeah, I need to stop. I'll talk to you guys later. Life's a gameplay to win, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Sorry about this.